Hey, Richard J Dash, aka Frosty Brothers here. I realized I've never showed all my YouTube friends and family and watchers out there what I owned for Game Boy Advance and DS. So let's do that really quick. They're not big, that's why I never made videos for them. I didn't think it was worth it, but you know what? I'm going to show them off anyways. Alright, let's go with Game Boy Advance first. The only complete game I own is Metroid Fusion. Booklet, cardboard, everything. Um, the only two games I own instructions for: Final Fantasy Tactics Advanced, or Advance. Why did I add a D to that? And Tales of Fantasia. These two I do own the booklets for. The rest are just cart only. Golden Nugget Casino, Super Mario World Advance, Super Mario Advance 2, Super Mario World, Dragon Ball Z: The Legacy of Goku, and last, with a damaged label, Worms World Party. Alright, for the DS games, I'll just make this all into one video because that only took like a minute and a half. Alright, for the DS games, all of them are complete except for. I gotta find the one. Where did I put the ones that aren't complete? Okay. I just threw them inside the other cases here. Oh, there. Alright. Let's start out with the first DS game I ever owned. I bought my DS off of. Whoa, got dark there. Bought the DS off of eBay, and it said it came with 14 games. I was like, "Whoa, really? For $100? Awesome! I'll grab it." Actually, what it came with was this, the Revolution for DS. So it's got 14 ROMs on it, basically, that run on the DS. It's kind of disappointing that my DS, by the way, is. I actually have no idea what's wrong with it. It won't hold a charge. I bought a brand new battery, put it in, that still wouldn't hold a charge. The charger works because it lights up when it plugs in, so it's got to be something between the battery and the system. That's completely shot. I don't know. From the Abyss, Harvest Moon DS. Those are the only games I don't own complete. Okay, so we got. I only paid $2 for this. I don't know why I grabbed it. I have yet to even try it. Sprung, a game where everyone scores. Super Dodgeball Brawlers. I only picked this up because I did not know they made a new Super Dodgeball, and I love the one for the Nintendo. Namco Museum DS. Portable system. Gotta have classic arcade games that are quick to play. Um, Retro Game Challenge. This game is actually cool. If any of you guys have not checked it out yet, I suggest you do. Except for I'm stuck on the RPG one because you have to reach level 14. So it's just like playing an RPG game. You gotta sit there and grind. But what it is you're a kid and you get sucked back by the game master, or you get sucked into the 1980s, and to get back to your timeline, which I guess is our present time when it was released, you have to play all these video game challenges, and they're like basically like games that are like games we actually did have in the 80s. There's space shooters, there's driving, there's platformers, there's an RPG. That's the part I'm stuck on. And seeing how my DS has to be plugged in a wall and it's got such a short cord, the RPG one's going to be stuck until I can get around to getting a new DS or something, getting it fixed. One of the two. But yeah, very good game if you like retro gaming. This is actually a really fun game because you get to play all these like fake retro games. Like on the back here, there is the space shooter, which actually each game comes out with a sequel. Like the original space shooter looked like Galaga or Galaga, I should say, and then part two in this game in the game, part two turns into something like what do you call that? What do you call that? What do you call it? I forget the name of it, but kind of like a Life Force, like the upward scrolling levels of Life Force, and then you got platformer there. That's the RPG castle right there. But yeah, it's really cool. Brings you back to when you actually tried challenges for yourself. Clubhouse games. This has got a bunch of mini games in it. Cards, dice, card games, dice games, board games. I think there's a dart game, which the dart game is like damn near impossible because you actually have to use the stylus and go like that. So it's very hard. One of the main reasons why I bought the DS, Contra 4, huge Contra fan. So I never really got far in this. Um, Final Fantasy 3, another reason why I bought the DS, because this is the only place this game has been available since it was released in Japan back in the day. The only way to get Final Fantasy 3, Nintendo DS. Last but not least, I'm not even going to say the name. Don't ask. I found it for $1. I thought I could turn a profit off of it, and I just haven't gotten around to doing it. And it's been so long now since I had it. I just decided, screw it. If I ever get a girlfriend, she's got a game to play on my DS. Then I guess I'll keep it for that reason. So yeah, that is my Game Boy Advance and DS collection. Small but good. I mean, I got Final Fantasy on both of them. I mean, I wanted the Final Fantasy Tactics Advance because it's a different game than the actual Tactics, and Final Fantasy 3 because I've never played it before. Contra 4, like I said, the retro game challenge is really fun. Yeah, and on the go, I like simpler games like the clubhouse games and the casino game because if you only have like a couple minutes to play, you can throw that in, play a couple hands of blackjack, boom, done, had some fun. Anyways, so yeah, that is my collections for the DS and the Game Boy Advance, and I don't know when I'll be updating those because I just don't really have a way to play both of them with the DS being shot. I mean, the advanced games I can play because I do have the Game Boy player on the GameCube, so we'll see. Retro Day Dash, aka Frost Brothers out.